God is so good.
God is so good and great.
Dios es bueno.
God is good.
God is so good.
My God is good.
Let me tell you why God is so good.
Let me tell you what He's done for me.
Hey guys, welcome to Tech Testimony Tuesdays! I don't know if you noticed, but I have a new co-host today. Introduce yourself.
Yvette Lugo!
AKA Mama Evie. We love her very, very much. She's part of the Tent fam. And so she's here co-hosting with me while Jason takes care of some important things over there. But we're excited to bring to you today's episode. We have some awesome footage and exclusive sneak preview into our Monday Night Bible studies, even some testimonials of some people who have been attending. And we'll have a testimony by Ramon Guity and what God has done in his life. So we're super, super excited. But here's an important message from Yvette. Here's a very important message from Yvette Lugo.
Wow, you must subscribe and hit like, okay? And don't forget the little bell so you can get your notifications.
That's right, and don't forget this is a live premiere. That means you can chat with us live right to the right of the screen. Right there.
Right there.
Send us a comment, we'll send you a like, and we'll comment back. Well, we're super excited for you to join us, and we're excited to have Mama Evie. We hope to have her again soon. All right, God bless you guys, and enjoy today's episode.
Bye, God bless. Improv.
You have to click like and subscribe, okay?
Oh, on the YouTube channel.
It's been an amazing experience to read the Word of God and find out so many things.
So when I came to the Lord, I read the Bible from cover to cover, and I was very excited, but I didn't understand everything. Coming over here and studying the Bible with the guys give me a better understanding, a better walk.
The teachers are very knowledgeable of the Word. I learned a whole lot.
Les hago invitación para que vengan todos los lunes a las 6:30 de la tarde para que se voten y conozcan a Dios.
It has just been an amazing experience, and the closeness that God's people have together is like closer than family. I enjoy being with my sisters because it's like having a whole big new family.
This Bible study has been everything to my life. I mean, if you need something that you feel comfortable, let your hair down and just get to know the Lord and who He is through the Word of God with amazing people. Come on down. The Holy Spirit shows up every time, and the revelation is amazing. You guys gotta come. You gotta come. You are missing it, and sometimes we have cake.
So for this Testimony Tuesday, I was thinking about a testimony. I'll start off by saying that I am a testimony. The recent story that happened in my life was that I got to go back to the homeland of my mother and my father. My parents are from Honduras, and I got a chance to go after many years. Being an American, growing up in the States, you kind of get accustomed to your own life, and didn't feel like home for me. And I went there simply for my mom and my grandmother who were there, and they really wanted me to be there, you know, trying to be a good son, whatever, that whole thing. But the thing that I want to share is their story. And it's that when I got there, my mom has this big house that I remember as a kid. she's only made improvements on this house since the years before where I had gone as a child. And when I got there this year, I got a chance to see it with a different set of eyes. I saw it with the eyes of a man and not the eyes of a boy. And as I sat in that house, I also got a chance to listen with older ears the story of my mother. Now my mom, she started off literally with nothing. My grandmother and her used to live, it was like a straw house, very basic material, very few resources. My mom had to work day after day to make ends meet. There were some nights where she went hungry. And I'm not gonna go into all the details of the efforts that she had to pull, but throughout every single stage of the story that she shared, from her opportunity to enter the States, the challenges that she faced while she was here, the divine intervention of God was all that could be seen. God, even before she knew who Jesus was actively interrupting different stages in her life and elevating different stages of her life, from her career to her living circumstances. All I could see was, when I looked at the houses of my neighbors, the people in the neighborhood in Honduras, that could have easily been me. And I don't just mean from the stance of where we were physically, but most importantly, where I am spiritually. See, my mom, when she came to the States, she made a decision to follow Jesus. And that decision marked my life till this day. I'm a living testimony that God is real and that God is faithful. I've never gone a day without my bed. I've never gone a moment without food on the table. And I don't say that with pride, but with great humility. And I honor God first. And of course I honor my mother as well. I guess I just want to point out the fact that maybe your story, you may not see the end result right then and there, but I could see from my mother's story that when you trust God, mountains move. I was empowered to know who Jesus was because I've seen the story of my mother praying night after night, coming home with a smile on her face every day, no matter what. And then the crazy thing is, my mother's the oldest of 3 sisters. See, my mother came to the States, but her sisters were still there. When I was a kid, my mom had a house. Her sisters didn't. When I went this time, all of them had houses. What my mother did, both in her work ethic, but most importantly, what God allowed to kind of weave throughout every chapter, caused a ripple effect in my whole family, from the fact that both her sisters now also serve Jesus. Both her sisters now have places of their own. They have legacies of their own. And their kids are also following Jesus. It's funny because my aunts would look at me and they'd consider me an example. But I'm only an example because of her decision to say yes. Say yes to Jesus. God is faithful. And his fidelity goes beyond a time. It goes beyond generations. It goes beyond geography. I'm at a great place, but it's simply because of the goodness of God. That one yes that she gave me an opportunity to say yes to. So say yes.
Oh, yeah. Here it goes. I'm on the run, can't find a home, nowhere to hide. I'm all alone, see, I know my crimes. I'm out of time as death tries to capture me. So I'll have to try to live off a lie. Since I won't admit the sin, fear I'll do it again. But I can't break the chains that are holding me. Cause you see, I'm a fugitive. condemned to sin as a result of my crime. But Lord, if I let you in, would you save me? But I'm a fugitive, and I know what I've done. Hell-bent to be in captivity. I'm chained on my hands, I'm chained at my feet. But how far I see the man from Galilee. Oh, his body was bruised and broken, with nails in his hands and pierced at his side. Jesus Christ was crucified, and his death paid for all my wrongs. But he was innocent, and I'm the fugitive, condemned to die, indebted to sin as a result of my crime. But Lord, if I let you in, would you save me? But I'm a fugitive, and I know what I've done. Oh, see, I'm a fugitive, condemned to die. I was indebted to sin as a result of my crime. Oh, but Lord, if I let you in, would you save me? 'Cause I'm a fugitive, and I know what I've done. Oh, when my chains are broken now. See, I am free. I've been redeemed. The death of Christ gave me new life. Oh, I am free. I've been redeemed. The death of Christ gave me new life. Yeah, yes, I'm a fugitive, but I've been redeemed. Yes, sir, I've been redeemed. Oh, 'cause Jesus set me free.
They are a ministry that empowers, they don't tear down. Their mission is to share their love, hope, to give encouragement, to serve above all. Their back to school event was amazing, serving the community not only in school supplies, food, drinks, and medical coverage. In India, they gave hope to the underprivileged. They served with an open heart. They have provided for the homeless, for the needy, for the holidays. They are there to give hope, to encourage, to serve in whatever donations they require. In the chaos in Puerto Rico, in all that disaster, they were able to bring a smile to the people. They were able to bless them with food, with clothes, with shoes, with hands-on painting houses, cleaning houses, taking out the garbage. And they have done a fundraiser, but they have not yet met their goal. So I would love to submit 10 ministries. If there's any ministry that you should help, it should be 10 ministries.